Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Bruin Steel here, and welcome to my first Pittsburgh Steelers recap video. This is my recap video for the Week 1, the Steelers and 49ers Week 1 matchup that happened at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and this is my first recap of the season, and oh my god. It was absolute horrible. It was absolute pathetic. I don't know what the hell I was watching, but oh my god, it was absolute horrible. It was just dumpster fire. It was just horrendous. It was absolutely pitiful to watch. Um, I just have no words to what I just witnessed. I guess I can go to the good about what happened in this game that was good, and then I'm gonna go to the bad. The bad was pretty much the whole game, but just want to recap for you guys. The Steelers lose 30-7 to the San Francisco 49ers in a blowout loss, and like I said, this was so embarrassing. It was so shameful. It was so hard to watch. The home opener in front of all these exciting Steeler fans like myself, and I have no idea. Like, oh my god. But talking about the good, this man right here, DJ Watt, 3 sacks. He was pretty much the only guy that did shit on defense today. 3 sacks. One of them was a forced fumble. Um, I have no words. And then the O line. Look, the O line usually wasn't that good last season. The O line. But surprisingly, the O-line did pretty good, and that's pretty much the only good I would have to say. Talking about the bad, Kenny Pickett, man, this game is 100% on Kenny Pickett. This guy had a great preseason, and he goes into the actual game that matters, and he plays like this. 2 interceptions. Honestly, he should have had 3 interceptions. One of them was dropped. This whole offense was just absolute garbage. And let me tell you guys something, and I'm not kidding. At this point, like, this Steelers team only produced, we only had what, like -1 yards and -4 yards rushing. That's how bad this offense was. And we didn't get the first down until late in the second half. The second quarter, which kind of shows you how pathetic it was. Like I said, the Steelers only scored. At one point, we only had like -1 yards, -4 rushing yards with Najee Harris, Anthony McFarland, and then Jalen Warren. No one did shit on offense. Besides that Pat Freiermuth touchdown late in the second half before the halftime. But it just, this was absolute pathetic. Mike Tomlin, you should be ashamed of yourself. It's just that. And look, condolence to the 49ers. They're just an unbelievable team. They're dangerous. They're elite. They're doing something with Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is a complete beast. He went 220 yards, 2 touchdowns, and Brandon Ayuk just completely killed us. 2 touchdowns the whole day. Brandon Ayuk killed us. And what is this offense doing? It's like Kenny Pickett. He keeps going slot right, giving the pass. Why not go deep? It's just like he keeps dumping it to the running back. It just. Najee Harris, he does the same shit that he did last season. Can't find a hole. Offensive line gives them so many opportunities to go through a hole, but he just out there dancing like an idiot, trying to find his way. Look, Najee Harris, it just, I don't know. It just, he can't. This man just keeps dancing around, can't finding holes. There's wide open holes, man. Are you blind? But it's horrible. And on top of that, Christian McCaffrey just ran all over. 22 carries, 152, 1 touchdown. That 1 touchdown, you think that you actually were going to come back after halftime, but then no, the first play of the second half, the 49ers give the ball to Christian McCaffrey, and then it was a 65 yard touchdown run by Christian McCaffrey. Completely destroyed that run defense. Like, oh my God. Let me look at the Steelers. Let me look at the Steelers stat because this was just ridiculous. Like I said, Kenny Pickett had 2 interceptions. It was picked off by Ward. It was picked off whoever his name is, whatever. Honestly, Kenny Pickett should have 3 interceptions, except one was simply dropped, which that fucking matters. Kenny Pickett only had 232 yards. It was garbage time. He almost had 50 passing attempts, 31 passes completed, and he was just like nowhere to be found. It's just, like I said, it should show you how poorly this team played today and how fucking pathetic and fucking pitiful this team played. Like, absolute pathetic performance today all around. Like I said, at some point during the game, we only had -1 passing yards and -4 rushing yards, which was just pitiful. And by far, this is the worst game that I've seen Kenny Pickett play, and the worst Steelers game I've ever seen. Just the worst. This is by far worser, probably even worse than when we lost to Buffalo last season. It's by the way, before halftime, we finally get a touchdown with Pat Freiermuth. I just can't describe. Oh yeah, by the way, Deontay Johnson, Cameron Hayward, and who was the other guy that got hurt? Oh, DeMarvin Leo got hurt. Cameron Hayward was announced out of the game. He wasn't be able to return. Same with Deontay Johnson. He had a wrist injury, wasn't able to return. DJ Watt pretty much was the only one that did shit. 3 sacks, and everyone was out there looking like a bunch of idiots. People just you have like defenders, tripping up. Patrick Peterson. I was so excited for this guy, and he just goes all over the place. He had some good stuff, but it wasn't enough. Like, that's just that. And props to the 49ers. They're a tough team, and that's just my comment for you. Don't play down to the wire with the good teams, and it's just that. Brock Purdy is just so good. Like I said, Brandon Ayuk just completely demolished us. 8 receptions, 129 yards. He just made it like we were just some sort of, high school team. And Deebo Samuels, 55 yards, 5 receptions. George Kittle, he only had 3 receptions, 19 yards, but George Kittle, he killed us a couple slant routes and stuff like that. But overall, the Steelers, it's just Kenny Pickett, man. They were just out there daydreaming. They were out there, like, did you not know there was a fucking game today? Did you not know that season started? They're out there, like, running around, dancing, daydreaming with their heads cut off. That's basically what the entire Steelers team was doing out there. Like, oh. Look, Calvin Austin III did okay, I guess. 6 receptions, 37 yards. George Pickens, it's just 5 receptions, 36. Connor Hayward, 2 receptions, 19. Jalen Ward, it was just Anthony McFarland was 2 receptions, 11. Like, one of the guys were pulling a Chase Claypool and just celebrating. It was like, whatever. I can't describe what the fuck. It was, I don't know, man. This was absolute pathetic. Like, I have nothing else to say. Next week we got the Cleveland Browns. I believe it's at home. I don't even know at this point. This team was absolute pathetic. What a poor performance. Like, I couldn't even watch the last quarter of the game. It was just 3 and out non-stop. It was just can't get the first down. It just like we did not get a first down until at the end of the second quarter. How pathetic is that? And Matt Canada, fuck him. Mitch Trubisky, fuck him. Even though he was only slightly shown on the camera. But this is 100% on Kenny Pickett through two interceptions. Should have been three since the one 49er defender dropped it. So many dumbass penalties. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against us. It's I don't know what to say, man. This team was just absolute pathetic. And look, I can sit here and complain, and people are like, "Oh well, we teams have bad games." It was only one game. We have a long ass season. It just I don't know, man. It just this team just like was absolute nowhere to be found today. The whole offense was absolute like dog shit. This offense was absolute trash. Like it was pitiful. It was hard to watch. I don't know. Like I said, the only good thing about this game was DJ Watt. By the way, he's one sack away from breaking Franco Harris's record, whatever. And then the O-line actually did something, but just Najee Harris, a piece of shit, man. Piece of shit. Najee Harris couldn't find a hole that was wide open right in fucking front of him and just couldn't find it. He just did exactly what he did last season at the beginning of last season. Dancing around, can't do shit. And that's why I understand why there were rumors saying that, there were talks saying that Jalen Warren should be at the running back number one. Like, he made some plays, man, but there was, like, nothing good about this offense. His offense was dead. His offense was pitiful. Next week we got the Browns on Monday Night Football, and they just got done whooping the Cincinnati Bengals. And you see what I mean. But we just gotta see. I don't know, man. This team just was absolutely pathetic. But I'm not gonna talk too much. That's my recap. Thank you guys for watching. But this Steelers team, man, it just 30-7. It's negative yardage throughout the game until the second half. We just got to see if we can beat Cleveland, and hopefully Mike Tomlin and all those offense gets their head out of their asses, and you got 8 days to get ready. So chop, man, get your head out of your asses and come on, man. You're so much better than this Kenny Pickett. I know it. But anyways, I'm not gonna too long. I'm not gonna take too long. But yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers dropped the home opener in the opening season, San Francisco 49ers, in a blowout in this most pathetic performance, 30-7, and we dropped 0-1. And we got the Cleveland Browns next week. So I'll see you guys later. I'm a true fan, so I guess I'll do this. Let's go Steelers. One game, you have a chance to redeem yourself and look like a real football team next week, Monday night, against Cleveland Browns. And Mike Tomlin, you better think of everything. But go Steelers, let's go. Thank you guys for watching, and I am out.